Hello, hello. It's Carla Italiano coming to you from Savannah, Georgia. Welcome to day 47 of our 90-day run. And actually, today is Sunday, and I'm going to share Friday's notes. Thanks for those who reached out, checked on me. I missed going live on Friday. We've had a 4-day weekend with our girls at home and my husband working. And so keeping up with the classes and on this is been a little bit of a challenge, but I'm here. So I so appreciate you all. Thank you so much for reaching out. And today we're going to talk about the dare for the weekend, which is still ongoing, was about using high energy voice and video messages to reach out to your audience, and some great content that continued into our Q&A session on last Friday's call. So kind of a variety of things that we're going to talk about. The value of pop-up Facebook groups, which inspired me. I think I'm going to be using that strategy. And then also comparing the value of pinned posts on your Instagram profile versus highlights. So interesting stuff that I'm really excited to share with you guys today. So first of all, just to kind of step back and take a look, and this is something that he talked about on the class a little bit, was if you're feeling overwhelmed, remember that the objective of the class is to learn different strategies and then define the 1 or 2 or 3 that you love and that are creating the results that you want and run with it. And so if you're following along with these, for example, and maybe it's overwhelming trying to add everything in, go back to the basics, go back to the 5 C's a day, or go back to something that you love and just keep doing some activity every single day, and it will come together. Because I'll be honest, like trying to do all the new things he's sharing makes it difficult to continue to do the first things that he shared. And it's not meant to be that way. You're not supposed to do all of it all the time. The goal is to try everything, see what works for you, see what you love, and then and go from there. So really exciting. By the way, I enrolled somebody from the UK yesterday. So we have a team in Europe already, but I'm really excited for this. And what I discovered is that even that alone has added leverage to my conversations, because I have another new friend that I met in one of the Facebook groups that if you remember the this or that question, we were in a great conversation, and I had asked her the question and she had said no, but she happens to be from the UK. So now I'm going to circle back and say, well, yesterday I just enrolled somebody from the UK where our team is building. I'd love for you to be a part of it. I understand if it's still a no, but add a little bit of FOMO in there. So the more activity you have going on in general from any of the strategies, the more it's going to help in your conversations and all around. So very, very good. All right. So the dare for this weekend is to send an audio, so like just a voice message or a video message with high energy, whatever that means. I mean, whenever I need to get in high energy, sometimes I'll stand up and I'll do jumping jacks, or I'll put my hands over my head. A trick that Fraser Brooks used, our teacher, he claps really loud and really fast 10 times. And that'll put him in a high state of energy before messaging or video messaging people. And that's really important. And there's kind of a balance, because you don't want to be like so super hyped up that people are like, what happened? Like, this is crazy. But high enough energy that you are authentically excited and people are wondering, what's going on, in a really curious way. So do that, and then message them your choice of 1 of 4 questions. Okay. So and the energy is important, just a side note, because people don't buy products usually just for the products. They buy you for you and your energy and for where you're going, your vision, your belief. So this is a way to add that. So here is option number 1. They all start with like, hey, Mary, or hey, Bob. You say their name. A quick one, or random question. So, hey, Mary, random question. What do you know about residual income? Or do you know what residual income is? Something like that. And this is a voice message. It's really important. High energy in less than 20 seconds. I mean, how many times have you sent, I admit, or received a voice message, in Messenger, and it's like a minute, 2 minutes long? Sometimes it's valid and it's okay, but sometimes people leave those messages, and it's not efficiency at all. I wish there was a way to listen to them sped up, excuse me, but not always. But if you do 20 seconds or less, they're gonna be more likely to listen to it. And I find I also like to text. So I might say like, hi, their name, and then some sort of preview. I haven't decided if I'm going to do that with this assignment or not, but sometimes they don't listen to it. Sometimes I'm the same. I won't listen to it if there's not some sort of clue in the written text, what I'm about to listen to. Like, is there a decision to be made here? Like, I will actually not listen to some voice messages until like I'm feeling ready to respond. So other people might avoid yours if there's a long one, especially, or if there's no clue in the text what you're messaging about. Okay, so first option, what do you know about residual income? Second option, same thing. Hi, Bob, quick one. Has anyone ever spoken with you about making money from home or on social media? So, hey, Mary, random question. Has anyone ever spoken to you about making money on social media? And again, voice message, you're recording. Third option, hey, Mary, random, but I'm asking some of my followers and friends here on social media, are you happy? That one feels a little bit odd, but Fraser shared a story about how so few people ask that question ever. And it's really powerful. Some people are sincerely happy, but they don't take the time to stop and realize it. And so, in you asking them the question, it has them a chance, it gives them a chance to reflect on they are really happy. Or if they're not, maybe it sparks a conversation about what's missing in their life, and you might even have something to offer. Okay. And then the fourth and final option is, hey, Sarah, quick one. I'm asking some of my friends and followers here on social media, how are you getting along with your 2023 so far? Right? How's your 2023 going for you so far? So those are your four options. Voice message. Level 1 is to do 25 of those. Level 2 is 50, and level 3 is 100 over 3 days total. Cool. All right. So either do you know what residual income is? Has anyone spoken with you about making money from home or on social media? Random one. I'm asking people, are you happy? And how are you getting along with 2023 so far? Cool. All right. So that's the DARE, and that was the main part of the training. And so based on their response, the goal is just to start a conversation and see if there's a way to connect with them further and to service them with your product or your opportunity. The better conversations you have, the more money that you make and the more rewarding this is overall. And something that was a good reminder, I think, too, is that sometimes we can get so focused on growing our following that we forget to just pause and connect with the people we're already connected with. Some people might get discouraged because they have only, for example, like 1,000 followers on Instagram. But realistically, you can get probably 30 to 50 customers from those followers if you are sincerely connecting with them. One of the biggest objections or concerns in the network marketing space is that we don't have people to talk to. But then you might have hundreds, thousands of followers on social media. And if you're not willing to connect with them, that's just not being willing to connect with them. And so there's some maybe mindset things to deal with, or just having a set strategy in order to do that. But we all have people to talk to. And now, especially with this class, we have ways to find even more people on social media to attract them, find them in groups, etc. So it's important to not just be growing and connecting with new people, but having authentic connections and going through and just start a conversation. I remember receiving this tip once years ago, and I actually shared it from stage at one of my speaking engagements. I had somebody come up to me afterwards and said they were going to do it, and they did. And they ended up being really successful. It's just start a conversation with every one of your Facebook friends. Just start a conversation, right? It might go to your business, it might not, but at least you'll have that engagement started. Right. On Instagram specifically, there was a question in the Q&A about how to grow your following. And so lives aren't going to do it. Apparently stories aren't, because usually that's your current following that sees those. Reels will help a little bit, but really the key way is to take action. It is finding the communities, the people that are already on Instagram and taking the initiative to connect and reach out to people. So that's one of the easiest ways. And, if you have something go viral, then great. But truly the best way is just to get good at connecting with people, get over ourselves in that fear of talking with people, and just go for it. Okay. And one of the ways to do that is maybe go through your following, your Facebook friends. Maybe it's been a long time, or you not even remember where these people came from or why they're following you. But if it is, if you're posting about a specific content, you can just message them, hey, David, are you still interested in blank? It could be your company name. It could be the product, like wellness, weight loss, making money, or, anything specifically like that. And if no, then okay. If yes, then you have a conversation, so you can go with that. And how to overcome that feeling if you're not wanting to message people, it's really just having a moment of courage. Because think about all the connections of people we have in the world. We were all strangers at one point, and so many of the miracles that we have come from just engaging in conversations with strangers, right? And these moments of courage that we have to reach out can create the experience that we need to give us the confidence, to give us the belief to do even more. Thanks, Fraser Brooks. He was the one who shared that on our class. So just reach out to one person, two people, three people a day, something small that feels manageable if you feel stuck, and go for that. And if you don't die, which you won't, then do another one because it feels scary, but it's really not. You're just starting a conversation. Okay. Pop-up groups on Facebook. So groups in general on Facebook, engagement has dropped. I've noticed this hugely, significantly. And the way that Facebook looks at it, if you've noticed, if you join a new group, initially Facebook will put a lot of the content from that group in your newsfeed as you scroll. If you're not liking or commenting or engaging in any of that content in the first 90 days approximately, then Facebook is going to stop putting that information or the content from that group in your news feed. The only way you can find it is if you go search for it, which most people are not going to do that. So if you are in a group, especially that you've built for your team or for your products or for something, people that you've added, if they are not engaging in the group, they are likely not seeing the content. So one of the solutions is to offer a pop-up group where literally the intention is to just have it pop up for maybe a month, 30 days, and then it goes away. And it's an opportunity to reach into those groups where you've added people before, and kind of, you can start with that question like, hey, are you still interested in blank? Or you could just say, hey, Mary, are you still interested in your company name? They might ask why. I say, well, you're in this group. We are having this separate group. We are having this pop-up group on weight loss, on wellness, on biohacking, on collagen, on whatever the case is. Do you want me to invite you in? And that way you have a separate group. And even though, it might on the surface feel discouraging if you have like thousands or tens of thousands of people in a large group and you only get, say, 5, 10, 20, 30, 40 in a smaller group, that's still a group of people who have said yes to receiving more information, and they'll be more engaged in it. And then instead of like repurposing that group, just start a brand new one. And this was kind of a breakthrough for me because I'm the one who feels like we have a group and I don't want to recreate the wheel. I want to keep everything in there. Right. And then I don't want to just create a bunch of different groups and people will get lost. But this opened my mind to a different strategy and a realization like, oh, well, that is maybe a better way to help people be served and to actually see the information that I'm putting out there. Like we have a group that we do a 7-day reset at the beginning of each month, and the engagement has kind of gone down month over month, but people still see it, and it's kind of a smaller group anyway. But I remember when we first made that group, it had a lot more engagement in it. But now I see the potential of making some sort of separate group. So I need to I'm going to sit down and figure out what level of work that I'm willing to do with that. But I think it's a great way to, again, just continue to engage with people we're already connected with, and not always just be focusing on growing our following and connections, but really engaging and diving deep with the people that are already there. Cool. All right, last page of notes for today. Here's an idea for replying to something that has done really well. Like if something's gone viral and you have a lot of people, dropping the word or answering a question, or like if you have a freebie, like we talked about on our last video, limited time offer, and they're commenting, whatever the word is that you said, like gold, 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 gold. And so if it's on a reel, for example, you can reply with a reel. That's kind of the gist. Or if they comment on a video, reply with the video. And on that reel or video can be like we talked about last time, where you record your screen with your voice saying, hey, if you're receiving this, it's likely you commented the word gold, so here's what to do. Go to my Facebook, go to Messenger, go to whatever, tap here, message me gold there so I can send you the information that you want there. That works especially if you're on TikTok, which I'm not, but apparently their Messenger in TikTok is not good. So you want them to message you on either Facebook or Instagram, so you can guide them to that. Okay. And then final section is about highlights. If you know on Instagram, there are those dots across the top. But see, I only have one. Anyway, see these dots across the top of your profile. This one's on intermittent fasting. But some people have a whole lot of those. And actually, apparently, Instagram almost completely removed those about a year and a half ago. Apparently, the viewing is so low on those that it's not really valuable. And so the question was, should we put highlights up? And so there's a few suggestions on some that you can do, but something that Fraser pointed out is that pinned posts right now are better than those stories. So actually, I did this on one. If you notice, you have an opportunity to pin a post so that even as you add additional posts, the one that you pin will stay at the top. And so I pinned one of my previous ones that kind of was sharing a little bit more about what I am and why I do what I do, and I'm aligned with the values that I am. So I did this one as a pin post. So apparently, well, we'll see how it does. He says that is a better strategy than updating your highlights. But if you do highlights, there's maybe like 1, 2, 3 at most to do, and maybe a couple extras, and they're kind of just for fun anymore, or something to refer people to if you need it, because people are not viewing them at all apparently. But there can be a highlight that's called a start here. So this can be basically just saying your name. Hey, if you're here, chances are you're interested in health and network marketing, in twin parenting, in parenting or surviving a childhood cancer diagnosis, whatever. There is if you're here, you're here for that. I'm here to help you solve being stuck in your business, online marketing, a weight loss plateau, a wellness, an energy plateau, etc. I hope my content not only entertains you, but also educates you. And my inbox is always, always, always open. I do my best to reply to everyone. So that would be an example in a series of stories to be one highlight called Start Here. Another highlight can be about. So this is one that's more about you. People who want to know about you, what are your likes, dislikes, favorite food, like what's your background, what's your career, why do you do what you do, what are you into, etc. Third highlight, if you want, is serve. Like, who do you serve? This highlight, I just want to share how I help people, how I serve people. If you are struggling in blank, I can help you with blank. Are you struggling with your health? I can help you with this nutrition solution. If you are struggling in your network marketing business or online business or financial situation, I can help you with a residual stream of income, mindset, breakthroughs, etc. Okay, so that's 3. Optional, couple of highlights. One could be travel. People like travel and to see where you go. And then any content that you've had that has gone viral, has been popular, you can put in a highlight as well. But that's the maximum that you need to do for that. So anyway, that's it. And with it being Sunday, that was Friday's content. But if you're watching this live, this is Sunday. I'll get to see you tomorrow on our actual live day of class. So thank you so much for tuning in and following along.